Okay everyone, welcome to Cash Flow Kings, lesson 3 this is, and what we're looking at now is making it all a bit more graphical. So let's do a quick recap. We are using our spreadsheet to calculate our business's income and expenditure, totaling them and using a profit. And do you remember the whole point of spreadsheets is formulas? And do you remember over here we multiplied those and then we summed these? Go back to the other videos if you can't remember how to do that. And the whole point of it is that when we change the numbers, so let's say I don't sell any of those bikes, our income for this line is going to drop massively. Our total will drop. Then over here, our mountain bike income will drop. So our total income will drop and our profit will get even worse. So I've changed this number to 0 now. Let's see if I hit enter. So that cell changed, that cell changed, this cell changed, and look, I've made even more loss. And if I zoom out on my spreadsheet now, you can see I've added lots of detail sections. Go back and watch video 2 on how to add detail. I've even totaled up all my stock costs over here and linked the cells together. And do you remember this? You know your spreadsheet's going to get you high marks if when you go on formulas and you trace precedents, starting at the profit, that's connected. These are all connected. Can you see every single one of those has a link section? And when you keep tracing it, they're all connected, all with formulas and functions, and they're all connected. So this type of interconnected spreadsheet will get you very high marks, and it's all to do with formulas and functions. Next lesson, when we finish putting our graphs on, we're going to use these formulas and functions to work out 3 different scenarios for our business. Making a big loss, just breaking even, and making a profit. And you're going to do a presentation on all of that. So today's lesson, very straightforward. It's all about adding graphs and then a little bit of formatting, of course. Now over here, what we've got is income and expenditure. Now if I highlight the 3 bits of information I want and I go to insert and see recommended charts, or you can choose the chart you want if you know exactly what you're going to show. Now to get high marks here, I'd like to see a range of charts. Start off, let's click on the recommended. Can you see here? Just given us a bar chart. Click OK and boom, puts the graph in for us. It is so easy. Have a quick check though. See, it says MT bikes, that's just below 14,000, 13, yes, that's the right number. And just do some checking. It's very easy to highlight the right column. Always label, just like your science and maths lessons, always label your chart. Make sure your axes are very clear to understand. So that's income, summary. So there's a chart. Now where can we put that chart? Well, lots of different places. It's up to you just to make it nice and neat, put it in places. What I tend to do is get the main key charts on my home page so you can clearly see the information. And look, we know mountain bikes is making the most money. What I'm also going to do is just copy it onto my sheet 2 down here. Can you see all these worksheets in the workbook? Well, sheet 2, and you can see here I've started to paste some graphs in here. So if I go back to sheet 2, if I go right click copy and go back here and paste it in, I've now got that graph nice and neatly here. And the beauty of the graph is, if I go back here, let's say suddenly I'm going to sell 50 of those. If I hit enter, see how the graphs automatically change when all the calculations are done. Look, can you see it all changing every time you refresh the page? It's the beauty of spreadsheets. Once you've put the formulas and functions in, it starts doing it for you. So there we go, I've put a graph in. What you need to do is look at your data and choose all the graphs that you think will help people understand your business. So I'm just going to put another graph in here. Traditionally you would keep it the same. I'm going to put in a bar graph just to help get my extra marks. And you can change and format the color schemes of these. Chart title, let's see if that will just re-nudge. There we go, look, it's reformatting it now. It makes it a bit clearer to see. And here we go, let's add in this one. So that is my expenditure summary. And as you can see clearly, look at the yellow bar chart here. The biggest thing is the stock that I buy. So yeah, we need to make sure we get lots of stock in. Let's put that number down to something a bit more sensible, maybe 12. There we go. So and again, Control C, I might put it over here. And on this page, you may end up with lots and lots of graphs, and you can add text above them. You can comment on them. So here, merge, and you could just explain the graph. As you can see, the stock is the largest cost. We have to buy to sell, of course. And notice how, look, I merged these cells together. I've centered them. I'm going to counter that and just put it on the left, but it's not fitting in the cell. The way we get around that is go right click, format cell, and see it says alignment, and we want to wrap the text. See that box there? So if you've ever got words that won't fit in the box, if you wrap the text, you can. And I'm going to just change that alignment, format cell, alignment horizontal left and vertical on at the top. There we go. So you might want to explain every graph as you go, put them on, try and add some formatting to make your work look very professional. Remember, it's a business database, so what's the title of this? Overview graphs. Make your spreadsheet very clear, explain everything, and use everything you know about business and maths to show off your IT skills here. So one last thing I want to show you, and look at all of these. You can make graphs out of all of these, couldn't you? But interestingly, bike sales, if I highlight this data, I want to show my total bike sales, but not these other columns here. Now, it takes a bit of fiddling. It always takes me time, but it's knowing in your head what you want to do. So I want these along the bottom, and then the income, not the cost, not the sale price, not the number sold. So what I need to do this time is go to Insert. I'm going to stick to bar graph. And as you can see now, can you see it's tried to put all of these column headers in? So I need to format the graph. So right click, I'm looking for a right click, it's not. It'll take me a while. I don't do this every single year. So I'm just going to explore here. Aha, this is the one I want. See, it says select data. So on chart design, when you select the chart, see it says select data. Now I get a chance to really choose what I want to show. So here I want the legend to be rock hopper slam go fast. So I'm going to leave the ticks there, but I don't want number 1 in. And I don't want number 2. I only want column 4. I'm hoping if I click that, there we go. It now just shows me the end data, and just check, see that's 9,000. So you can adjust the axes, the formula, no charts here. So let's add the title, and that's bike sales totals. And I can see here that the rock hopper in blue is by far the best bike for generating income. You might want to look at profit that you make off that bike, and yeah, to just show off your skills and knowledge. So this lesson's all about formatting and adding your graphs. I'm going to put this graph on my other sheet actually, so I'm going to right click, going to cut it from there, go to my sheet down here, product sales, summary, and paste that there. So that is overview of adding graphs. Make sure you make all your work neat and tidy and as professional as you can. A little bit of an explanation in here. So merge cells, as you can see. And when you explain it, just pick a couple of points. So clearly the largest number there is that blue one, which is rock hopper. Rock hopper generates more sales than any other bike, and a quick explanation there. And well, I'm looking for you to show off skills. If you keep showing the same thing, then you probably won't get more marks for it. But the more detail you add, the wider the range of graphs you do, the better you make your layout and presentation, the more linked to your formulas, the higher your marks are going to be. So I hope you're enjoying getting spreadsheets to do all your calculations for you. Add as much detail as you can, add as many formulas as you can. And in the next video, I'm going to show you a few extra features as a bit of a challenge for those who are really enjoying spreadsheets and want the top marks. So watch video number 4 for the challenge. Thank you.